All right, everybody. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rodimus Primal's live stream. Grab some water while I'm waiting for making sure that we are set and ready to go. There we go. How's it going there, Super Mario Plush? Ready to get the night started. We're gonna chill out, talk some Transformers stuff, talk some geek related stuff, and figure it out. How's it going there, Bat Kid? Tiffany, Gundam, stop motion free, Killer Creep, Japanese giant lizard, Gojira fan, Hext, 84th Daft Punker, White Wolf, Gundam. I'm gonna if this starts to get a little too quick, I may you guys should Twitch. Well, I'm going to try and say hi to everybody. You just got Ape Face. That's awesome. I definitely want Ape Face, Astro Train, Spinister, all those guys. What do you guys think about? I mean, I don't know how many of you guys are Godzilla fans, but I am definitely excited about that. I did a video on my second channel about that. Yes, I did see the Godzilla versus Kong thing. I did a video on it on my second channel. I think what I'm going to start doing a little more frequently. I may not do live streams necessarily a lot on this on the channel itself because I'll be working on videos. But I might start doing like chill streams on Twitch again. Maybe I might start playing some Final Fantasy. Maybe I'll start with Final Fantasy 1. Actually, what I was even thinking of doing was maybe a little bit like at nighttime, like kind of like late at night, start playing some so I want to go through the NES library and just pick a random game or pick the games. Actually, I was even thinking about doing the games in order, like of release, like the first games that came out for the NES. And then go through the entire NES library that way. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, you'll be checking out my other video. Very cool. Who is my favorite G1 toy? It's a tough one. I mean, there's a lot of good G1 actual G1 toys. Some people might say that they're bricks. My second channel is Rodimus Primal Talks. And I'm Rodimus Primal 1 on, what's it called? On Twitch. And I'm starting to say stop motion reviewer. Rolling redneck reviews. And, oh, hey, there, Larkin. Retro Daft Punker. As your names are going to be going through stuff, I'll try to see who I can see because the chat's gonna be flying, I'm sure. I started doing this through this new chat way of doing it, and I don't know if I like this new chat. Kind of like Classic Studios way of doing in live chats, but going to Japan as a vacation for your birthday. Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome. Apparently in Tokyo, there is a big Godzilla head on one of the buildings. And I think it's to scale for that height of Godzilla, but I could be wrong. Why the one? Yeah, because the what's it called? Because apparently Rodimus Primal was already taken by somebody else. Same thing, I think, because I did Rodimus Primal's show on Instagram because someone already has Rodimus Primal there, which is kind of weird. Keep my Godzilla and Titan class and yeah, on top of the USS flag. How's it going there, Tony? Yeah, you came in to say you like my videos. Thank you very much, Supersonic Station. Merry Christmas there, Gundam Convoy. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that fun stuff. And if you don't celebrate Christmas, well then, season's greetings, happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, whatever. How's it going there, Joshua? Adamantium Matrix. But yeah, if you guys want to leave super chats, you guys are more than welcome. Always a help to the channel in any way, shape, or form. I do have channel memberships, available, of course, and of course I have a Patreon. So any assistance to help keep my toy habit alive. Will there be a Galvatron retrospective? Yes. And that is kind of like where I wanted to actually like lead this into, because how many people I got currently watching? I got about 53 people watching right now. Okay. So as I'm, just answering your questions, yes, there will be, I'm currently right now working on a script specifically for Christmas and Transformers. And that's going to be my next, like, kind of like Transformers discussion, is just basically like looking at like the different times that like Christmas was brought into the Transformers franchise. And even though some people might have already had it done, I was able to get some images, and I want to like talk more about it. And then next, like, but I'm also thinking about redoing my How Did Ultra Magnus Survive video, so it's in like a better audio. And I was also thinking about doing that for the Rumble and Frenzy and the Origin of the Constructicons videos, just to like re-record them with my current microphone, because everybody's like, what's it called? The audio is not that great on those videos. And I do want to do a Galvatron video, like the big 4 names that I want to do. And that, like, I know some people like kind of want me to do Mirage, and yes, please smash the like button. People want to do like what's it called? Want me to do like Sunstreaker and Mirage, and but I want to do Prowl, I want to do Wheeljack, I want to do Soundwave, and I want to do Galvatron. And I also want to do a second part to my Rodimus Prime video, because my Rodimus Prime video is Frenzy is the red one, and yeah, Twitch keep maybe he'll do Twitch. So people are like, oh no, don't do Twitch. I'll do Twitch because like when I want to play games, or if I'm doing artwork, maybe I'll just if I'm doing artwork or if I'm typing stuff out, maybe I'll just go on Twitch just to just go on there. But keep my YouTube, because I'm still going to be here on YouTube. It's like, yeah, and G2 is definitely a script. In fact, let me actually like bring this up really quickly, because I want to look at my my potential scripts folder. That I have a G2 script started, a Galvatron script started, Prowl, Soundwave, a Blaster, kind of stuff about the G1 cartoon, a Grimlock, Wheeljack, and a part 2 to Rodimus. I was going there, Bumblebricks. So yes, those are the scripts that I've thank you very much, Larkin's Lair, for that. Merry Christmas to you, Larkin. Wow, thank you very, very much for that super chat. Very, very much. But yes, those are the scripts that I have I have them started, whether it might be just a sentence or might be I have what I want to talk about specifically on those characters. Because remember, Transformers discussions, what is it? It's supposed to be and Rodimus Prime does not deserve a blaster to the face. Megatron was the one who killed Optimus Prime because of Optimus Prime taking too long to actually shoot Megatron. But those are the ideas that I have, and some of them, I look at the script and I go, man, I really need to go back in there and maybe just scrap the whole script and just restart it, because Like, I get that way with scripts sometimes. And I wanted to do something specific for Christmas. You know, it's the 8th of December, and I'd like to have a nice Christmas video, you know, with Transformers in mind. And yeah, I could do a Metroplex video in the future. Godzilla Love Challenge. I want to see that fight on top of the aircraft carrier. Godzilla versus King Kong. Like, this is going to be I can't wait for that fight. Like, that's going to be amazing. You want Snapdragon, Trailbreaker, and Sunstreaker in Earthrise? Yeah, absolutely. Earth Wars. Speaking of Earth Wars, Earth Wars is like, I'm really ready to throw that game out again, because like I stopped playing it. Like, I played it like hardcore for a year, and then I stopped playing it. My wife was continuing to play it. And then I picked it back up again like last year, and I started playing Earth Wars again. And I'm like, like, this is getting ridiculous now, because it takes like 3 days to upgrade a bot. It takes like 14 days to upgrade a part of your base. And I'm like, ugh. Have I heard of Transformers Victory? Let's see here. Let's start showing some, shall we? Here we go. Here is, of course, my, this is my Blu-ray of Transformers the movie, which came with the digital copy, which I actually downloaded to my computer, so I have the actual, like, it's the widescreen copy. I've got Headmasters on DVD, the entire series. This is the Shout Factory DVDs. They are subtitled, and they have, what's it called? The English names for characters. So, you know, characters like Mind Wipe is supposed to be Wipe in Japan, but they just call him Mind Wipe. And same thing for things like certain characters like, I forgot which, like, bots are different. Because I know, like, in Master Force, they go by the Japanese names. Like, I have Master Force here. And then, of course, I have Transformers Victory. But if they have an American name, like Landmine or Getaway, or those bots in particular, they go with the English names, you know, for those characters, with the exception, of course, of God Jinrai. Super Jinrai! Which, that was my last Transformers discussion. Will they make a Triptychon toy? They did make a Triptychon toy. I also got Legends Wheelie, who knows how to please. Yeah, well, no, it doesn't. It's subtitled, so it's not the dub. It doesn't have the dub. And of course comes with Go Shooter. Volcanicus is the strongest combiner in the game, like Earth Wars, but toy-wise, he falls apart like a bag of bricks. Tell you my birthday is coming tomorrow. Oh, well, happy birthday, Omegas. Can I make a video of Buzzsaw and Rat-Bat? I do intend to do sound. I want to do Soundwave, and I want to do the cassettes, and I also want to do Blaster. So that will end up being like 3 videos, at least. Metroplex is Billy. Oh, who was Bruce? I think Metroplex was Bruce. Blaster was Billy, right? Chrome Dome, I'll send you. It's not the bad dub. The Shout Factory DVDs do not have the bad dub. You lost your voice because of an eggplant juice? Ooh. That's not cool. Really sucks. This, you know something? I thought that this would be an alright toy, you know, considering. And his car mode stinks. His car mode really, really stinks. Like, his robot mode is okay, but his vehicle mode just, like, I thought, you know, the G1 car is at least decent, but the car mode on this is just terrible. Any thoughts on the new IDW comics? The little bit that I've read of it was boring. And I don't know if it picked up I heard the first 6 issues were, like the first 6 issues were bored. Like a lot of people like gave up after 6 issues. I'm still surprised we didn't see Headmaster Juniors and TR. Yeah, I'm surprised in that too, because I wouldn't mind like taking like the breakaway, which is Getaway with a different name, and using like Ghost Shooter and like repainting him into Ghost Shooter, which would be kind of cool. Can you settle the record? Who turned into Cyclonus? Skywarp. Flint Dilly said it. It's Skywarp. And I could do another video on that. I definitely could do another video on that. Might do a review on Wheelie, but his car mode does not stay together. It does not. It does not. I'll even transform it while I'm talking to you guys. It's there. Enjoy my Transformers discussion. Thank you very much for that, Autobot leader. You're a Bumblebee, Flame Master, Mirage of the new IDW comics. I still have to I probably should read the new comics, because I started rereading the IDW, the original continuity that started with IDW, which isn't the original continuity, of course, but like for that comic book company. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not looking forward to it, but I do like the beginnings that Simon Furman was setting up. I don't like his direction with certain characters. I don't like how he treated Prowl. Because Prowl to me was more so like, he should be a military strategist, not a jerk. I never thought of Prowl as a jerk until, like, I guess everybody read the IDW comics and saw him as a jerk. Optimus Prime plus Jetfire equals flying red and blue Jesus. You got ramen. How's it going there, Optimus Maximus? Should do a video on Beast Machines. I should. I absolutely should. I need to rewatch Beast Machines again. Wheelie's car mode if ever breaks you. How's it going there, Tommy? Yes, we know you're losing your voice. Stop losing your voice, Bumblebee. Stop losing your voice. You're not supposed to lose your voice anymore, Bumblebee. Can I do Optimus Prime's weapons through the years? Well, I did a video on his trailer, and I wouldn't mind redoing that video either. Because that's one of those videos that, like, the Optimus Prime trailer video, that I could have gone into more detail, especially now that I've seen more stuff out in the Transformers franchise. And when I made that video, it was more so obviously geared towards G1. Prowl is on my list. And that's the thing. It's like these characters are on my list to do. You're leaving there, Tiffany? Optimus Prime is beyond Jesus. He dies for us sins 30 times. Well, Jesus only needed to die once for us. And Beast Machines. Can I do a drop kick and shatter retrospective? I talked about them a little bit in my Triple Changers review, or Triple Changers video, which that one featured Cameron Cam and what's his name? Last Prime Speculator. And initially I was supposed to do a video with Raging Nation and TF Fanpage 101. And unfortunately, scheduling conflicts kind of like prevented that from happening. And so we weren't able to get videos like together. And the two of them were supposed to show up in a in a video. Do I own any Masterpiece Transformers? I unfortunately do not. Some people really like them, and I sometimes I look at them and I go, they look awesome, but they're like over-engineered sometimes. Transformation is sometimes a little bit more complicated than it should be. But, I wouldn't mind, and I also think the scale is off, because if you have like a lot of the Siege or Classics toys, the Masterpiece toys don't scale well with them, and that's usually an issue. Do I have any Combiner Wars figures? I have what's it called? I don't think I have, like, Combiner Wars was the one that, like, I ended up not getting very much out of, because at that point, like, I think I was, like, in between jobs, so Combiner Wars was a no-go for me. But here's Wheelie in vehicle mode, and you can see him. He's like, you know, you try to, like, move him, like, if you grab him too tightly, he literally, like, comes apart. So do you think we'll get an Earthrise Sunstorm? That would be cool. That would be very, very cool. Why did I put Omega Prime in God Jinrai video? Why did I not put Omega Prime? Because I did that for the I think it was Combiners and an Ultra Magnus, so I talked about Omega Prime there, because it's not really the same. It's not really the same character, so to speak. Second. What are my thoughts on the upcoming Ghostbusters film? I want to do a video on that. I'm going to do it on my second channel. I'm going to record a video maybe when I get off of the stream tonight, and I'll do a what's it called? I'll do a like, I'll do a video on my second channel about the Ghostbusters movie and the Wonder Woman movie, which I'm excited for. I'm excited for both of them. I'm excited for. I had to do Godzilla first. Like, I absolutely had to do Godzilla first. I want to talk more about Ninja Turtle stuff too. Like, do you think War for Cybertron is going to do combiners? Maybe. I wonder if they're going to do some of the like the Victory combiners. Victory dub is pretty good. Well, there are G1 characters in Victory. Wheeljack, Perceptor, and it depends upon how they handle. I don't consider the dub very good at all. What Earthrise figure? Optimus. Definitely Optimus, which is weird because, you figure, like, why would I want to do like another Optimus, toy? But that Optimus looks amazing. Finally, like, Optimus is getting a lot more due with him. And I just recently picked up this girl right here. This is the only, I think, combiner for Combiner Wars that I have, because I have Abominus and I have Volcanicus, which I will never combine, and I'm missing 2 limbs for Orthea, which is Elita 1's combiner. I don't have Lancer and Greenlight, but I have Jazz and Rekgar, which can always work. But I do have Victorion. And I had to get her because I saw her. It was $50 for her. It was only $50. I was like, I can't pass that up. I just can't pass that up. And I think it was an awesome deal. And with that, your dad likes my videos. That's awesome. We'll tell your dad, what's up. I know I made a video about Kappa, but I'm a kid. Okay, here's the thing. Technically speaking, stay. Legally, if you're under the age of 13, you're not supposed to have a YouTube account. Legally. So, when I say you can't comment your age if you're under the age of 13, it's like you can't say what your age is, number one. And, like, technically you're not supposed to be on YouTube without parental consent. So, and my videos are not aimed at kids. My videos are aimed at the adult collector. If kids are watching my video, it's kind of the same thing if kids are watching baseball or martial arts or anything else. I would like getting Megatronia because I like the colors on her. Earthrise Megatron, maybe he might be a gun again. Maybe they might do a gun accessory Which, speaking of Megatron, I went back to the drawing board and I started customizing my Siege Megatron again. Because if you guys already know, like I have, here he is, my Siege Megatron, and I painted gray on the top of the legs, but I kept the black on the sides. And I also painted gray here. So like this whole piece here is gray all around. And it's red on the sides, of course, and the arms are, you know, red all the way around. I have an ethical dilemma of whether or not I should block anyone who looks under the age of 13. Well, here's the thing. If you're under the age of 13, do not post your age. You're not supposed to have a YouTube account. You know, I don't have empirical evidence about whether or not you're under the age of 13 unless you tell me. And then technically I'm supposed to like delete those you know, if you're 12, you know, I'm supposed to, you know, like discontinue communication with you because it's called point of first contact. That's like the law. But like if you have a YouTube account, you're technically legally supposed to be 13 or over. So you subscribe to my other channel? Okay. What's my favorite episode in the G1 cartoon? I have several, and I should do a top 10. I really should do a top 10, like my ultimate top 10 favorite episodes. I love, like, out of season 1, Fire on the Mountain is by far my favorite. Countdown to Extinction, which I just love the dialogue in that episode, and I love the first time seeing Devastator combine and face off against the Dinobots. So those would be my like season 1 episodes. Season 2, I love. I definitely love the Key to Vector Sigma. That's a great episode. You know, a 2-parter. I just absolutely love that episode. War Dawn was a great episode. The Key to Vector Sigma. Key to Vector, I already said that one. I liked the search for Alpha Trion just because it kind of gave that like initial, like, who is Alpha Trion? Who's Optimus Prime's, you know, girlfriend? I love the Ultimate Doom, don't get me wrong. And here's the thing, it's like if I don't say a particular episode, it's not like I don't like the episode. It's just that like the you know, of those of season 1, season 2, those are my favorite episodes there. Season 3, I love the Ultimate Weapon, The Burden Hardest to Bear, Fight or Flee. Those are great episodes in my opinion. A good G1 Optimus episode. There's so many good G1, like Prime Target. Prime Target is a great one. You know, a booby trap that catches boobies. The Girl Who Loved Power Glide and Sea Change. Those are fun episodes. And that's the thing. It's like season 2 has a lot of fun episodes. You know? Have I seen The Mandalorian? I have not. I have Disney Plus. I just have not watched The Mandalorian yet. Let me just put these back. And there. Yeah, I have Transformers Animated right here. And I have Prime on Blu-ray. I have all 3 seasons and the movie of Prime. Alpha Trion is like Dad when he fixed Optimus's Orion Pax. Old Snake is that's a great episode too. You know what I love about Only Human? It's the episode where Rodimus gets laid. Think about it. Rodimus Prime wakes up in the morning and he's like, "Oh, Matrix, where is it?" And he's like, "Here, take this. What's that? This. It's breakfast, silly." And I'm just like, I'm laughing hysterically because you know what that meant in 80s. Like they couldn't say that like at all. Call of the Primitives was greatly animated, but the plot was Fortress Maximus. Remember when Buzzsaw was sold as a toy with Soundwave? No, he showed up in several episodes. Buzzsaw showed up in, let's see, There was City of Steel. Buzzsaw was in. I'm trying to remember a few episodes in season 2 that they had, like, you know, Dispatch, Laserbeak, and Buzzsaw. Insecticon Syndrome. As some who Mandalorian is so refreshing. I've heard. Like, the thing is, I've not seen Solo, and I've not seen The Mandalorian, and I'm not gonna see Rise of Skywalker in theaters. Like, I'm just not. Like, I can't bring myself to go watch The Rise of Skywalker. I left the theater from Return of the Jedi, Last Jedi. Like, I felt like, just, I couldn't, you know. Rodimus was on a learning curve. I remember he get incapacitated? Yes, he did. And he woke up the next morning and he had a girl serving him breakfast. Like, come on now. We know what that's all about. Have I seen Baby Yoda? I've only seen pictures. Post the funny Mandalorian stuff on my Twitter. Do I have DX9's carry? No, but I did customize my Power of the Primes Rodimus. Yeah, Buzzsaw is Laserbeak's twin. It's like they're the same. Yeah, new Star Wars movies suck except for Rogue One. Yeah, Rogue One was decent, but Rogue One was like copying on, like, what was it? Dark Forces was the video game. But, like, since it erased that, future video on Beachcomber. I could do a one on Beachcomber. Nice shirt. Yeah, if you want to know what my shirt says, it says, Daddy, you are as brave as Leonardo, smart as Donatello, strong as Raphael, and crazy as Michelangelo. You're my favorite ninja. My family got that gave that to me, you know, for Father's Day one year. What's my favorite out? Really need to see The Mandalorian. Everyone keeps telling me I need to see The Mandalorian. I got to sit down and watch it. I've been watching Naruto. That's been like my late night, you know, when I want to, like, put my brain, you know, turn my brain off and, like, watch something. I'll sit and watch Naruto. And I just got to the I'm not ignoring you, Bumblebee the Scout. I said to you, everybody, earlier in the stream, if I'm trying to respond to one and it just goes up, I may have a difficult time trying to keep up with everybody. If you definitely want me to see it and you definitely want me to answer it, you can always give a super chat. So, how's it going there, Kato? Sup, Roddy? How's it going? But Shadows of the Empire movie. Yeah, they need to do Shadows of the Empire. Shadows of the Empire was freaking was an amazing game. That was like N64 was just straight awesome. Have I read the article online about permanently rebooting the Transformers franchise? I did not see the article, but I saw Last Prime Speculator posted a video about it. I haven't had a chance to sit back and watch his video and then go see the article myself, because I've just been very busy with, like, family stuff and trying to get, like, another script started, which I do. And for those of you guys who are just tuning in now, I'm giving everybody the heads up that, yes, I am working on another Transformers discussion video. Thank you very much for that, Kato. You're saying your birth miss gift. I'll have to check my post office box, which I got a new PO box address on my about page. But is The Force Awakens a good movie? It's a copy of Episode 4. You know, it's it played it safe. It's not bad. There are things that I can't stand about The Force Awakens, but I wanted to see where they went with it, continuing the trilogy. And when The Last Jedi came out, The Last Jedi made The Force Awakens a bad movie. What paints do I use for my customs? I typically will use this is a tester's paints. They're like model paints that you can get like at different hobby stores and stuff like that, usually at like Walmart, or any other like hobby shop. And I also got these pens. These are paint pens. They're from Painters. They're actually made by Elmer's, but they're basically paint pens. These pens are okay, but, and if those of you who are asking, so this is where, so the Force Awakens, let me get back to what I was saying. The Force Awakens was made bad because of The Last Jedi. Like, The Last Jedi made the entirety of Disney Star Wars bad. Just straight bad. I wanted to know who Rey's parents were. They were nobody. I wanted to know who Snoke was, and I wanted to see him be this awesome villain that, like, we got the feeling that when you were watching like the Empire Strikes Back, that the Emperor was going to be like something big, and the Emperor technically was big in Return of the Jedi. I actually have Disney Plus. We ended up getting Disney Plus, and that was because I wanted to my family wants to be able to watch some of the Disney movies and the TV shows and stuff. Use Sharpie paint pens. They don't stay there. They don't stick well, do they? Or I don't know. Disney and Ruin Johnson. Yeah. So let's go back to some of the other comments. If you guys are wondering where I'm going with my next Transformers discussion videos, I'll let you guys know. They had a chance to make Rey genuinely important. So my next Transformers discussion video, I'll be working on. I'm working on it now. I'm working on the script. It is Christmas based, specifically Christmas and Transformers. And I may start redoing some of my older videos just to re-record them with newer audio. And then I want to come back to and do like these new scripts, like these new videos that are going to be awesome. And I have I'm also going to have a Transformers guest on my channel for an interview. I won't say who, but he won't be available until the new year. So that's going to be awesome. And if you guys have been on my Facebook page, you guys would know who he might be. Once he's able to get the technology working on his computer for he and I to be able to do an interview, because he lives in California, so and I live in Jersey. But I'm gonna see my new Transformers discussion. Yeah, I also have what's it called? I also have let's see, the big 4 names that I want to do for like the new year. I want to do definitely Prowl. I definitely want to do Wheeljack. And that's on the Autobot side. And I then want to do Soundwave and Blaster. I want to do the cassettes. I want to do Galvatron. I want to do G2. And of course, everybody wants me to do certain things. They want me to do they want to see me do like Grimlock. They want to see me do like my Rodimus Prime Part 2. Not Flint Dilly, but I should interview Flint Dilly. I would love to interview Flint Dilly if he was willing. Honestly, any Transformers like related person, not you, Waverod. Not it. But like anybody like within the Transformers, like either in the community or in the either in the community or in the what's it called? Like who like made like video like who is like part of the Transformers franchise. Like if they were a writer, if they were a voice actor, if they made music for the franchise, whatever, you know. And yes, I do need to get some of you guys, like, you know, who have been on, you know, making videos yourself. Some of you other Transformers YouTubers, you know, if I get the opportunity. I've been on Larkin's Lair along with what's his name, you know, with Kato. And I forgot what was the other guy's name, Kato, because I know you guys are all like you guys are making a lot of videos. My thoughts on Emgo, Optibotimus, Ball Matrix, you know, Pixel Dan, Dan from Toy Galaxy, any of them. They're all, I mean, the ones that I've met in person or I've communicated with online, they've been kind. You know, some people probably don't like me, and I don't go out of my way to like be friends with people, but if they're willing to talk to me, I mean, whatever, it'd be cool. Pretender shell is handled and start as armor instead of a shell. That would be pretty cool. They should do that with like Thunderwing. Pretty much, that's what Thunderwing is. Would I be okay? I'll say. And I'm trying to read some of your guys' comments because should I do a Unicron trilogy retrospective? I should. Have I heard of Dennis Moulton, the AKA Godbot? I have. I've seen some of his videos. Sometimes he takes a little, you know, a while to get to the point. When he's doing a toy review, but that's just my own personal opinion on the guy, and I don't hate him. It's just, you know, but I'll watch him because sometimes he does some pretty cool stuff. I kind of want to meet Neil Ross. I do too. And pretty much any of the voice actors at this point now, like, please. I don't really watch stop motion videos. I don't know what it is about stop motion videos that like it's just not my thing. And I don't rag on people who do it because some people really, really love it. Am I gonna redo the Who Became Cyclonus? No, what I want to do is I want to do a follow-up to it. It has to do with the sweeps, and I also want to do a Galvatron video, and it all comes together with those videos. It all comes like, so instead of having to redo the video, just have stuff added to it. Are they going to do Earthrise Insecticons? Maybe they will. I don't know. 2001 version of Rid is your childhood. I remember when Rid came out, like the 2001 car robots in disguise. I remember when it came out and everyone's like, they're back as cars and trucks. Oh my God, you got to buy it. You got to see the new Optimus Prime. I'm like, why is Optimus a fire engine? I remember people saying that. And it's like, well, have I seen Emgo's movies? I've not seen Emgo's movie. I've seen Emgo's videos. What happened to Transformers Netflix series? I haven't heard anything yet, but I think that the production company is having financial trouble. And so that could be holding it back. And that's why the Netflix series got put on hold. Thoughts on Ultra Magnus and Target 2006? I like G1 cartoon Ultra Magnus. I know, like, the Ultra Magnus of the what's his name? The Ultra Magnus of like Target 2006 is a little bit more like, I don't know, he's in your face a little bit more. What if Rankin Bass did the animation for Transformers rather than I think, was it Rankin Bass who did GoBots? That's how GoBots was already looking like that. So thank you, Sunspot, for the memories. Do I own Siege Omega? I do not. He's a little on the pricier side for me. A little on the pricier side. Thoughts on Thundercats? I saw that they had Thundercats, the entire series, on DVD. I so want that. I have the whole Ninja Turtles. I think I gotten birthday money last year. Was it birthday money? I think so. No, it was Father's Day money. Someone like, you know, ended up going off and getting the what's it called? The entirety of the Ninja Turtles 80s cartoon. and all 10 seasons. And I saw they have Thundercats and Masters of the Universe, and I'm like, oh, I so want that. I so want that. Just picked up oh, you just got the Thundercats complete series. I so want that. What are my thoughts on G.I. Joe? I want G.I. Joe to come back, and I want it to bring patriotism back. I don't care what you think about the current people in whatever administration, whatever political side you're on, but G.I. Joe was all about that patriotism, that 80s patriotism, and I want to see that come back. And I want to see G.I. Joe be the one to usher that in. 2003 Ninja Turtles wasn't bad, but I love the 80s cartoon for a lot of reasons. Do I prefer Angry Video Game Nerd or Angry Joe? Definitely the Angry Video Game Nerd. In a lot of ways, in person, I'm at like I like the Angry Video Game Nerd himself. Like is the character, right? That character would probably like be like me when I'm playing video games. But I'm also extroverted. But I've met James Rolfe multiple times, and the times that I've met him, you can tell he's very introverted, but he's just kind of like, oh, yeah, hi, how are you? But he's just kind of like, he's so like chill. It's like, dude, we need to get you like to come out of your shell. But James Rolfe's a cool dude. And also I would also say, as far as cool people I've met, the Game Chasers, they're cool. Game Dave was cool. Pixel Dan was cool. I think I may have, like, I don't know if I was a little too overbearing when I met Dan Larson with Toy Galaxy. But that's just because I'm like, if I start talking nerdy, I can get a little weird sometimes, Do I prefer? So I'm gonna try and get back to these comments. I saw like the stuff's been like piling, and I apologize for that. But again, of course, anyway, you want to bring something to my attention. It seems that Thundercats Roar is getting a delay to 2020. I think Thundercats Roar should get a delay until 2060. Personally. Earthrise Hauler retooled from Grapple. That would be cool. Do I own Beast Wars Insecticon Combiner Tripredacus? I do not. I only have the ones that were in the show, the characters who were in the show. If they use Shipwreck, yes, with Polly. JonTron, I've seen a few of his videos. His humor sometimes is hit or miss. Could you get a Titan class crossover figure Mega made? As long as Rose from RetroCon would be the one to present it. That would be cool. Perma delay? Yes, perma delay. Do I think that if Logon was connected to... Dude, that would be so freaking cool. Hasbro needs to figure out a way to license a Gurren Logon figure. That would be so freaking cool. That would just be awesome. Earthrise Stunticons, that would be neat. That would be really neat. He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble. G.I. Joe is there. Do I know Jobby the Hung? I know of him, and I've seen a lot of his reviews, and I'm sure he knows who I am, but we've never, like talked to each other. Because Jobby, I think, is more so based, like, he kind of deals with more of the articulated toys. I've also met, in person, I met Bobby Skullface. And Bobby Skullface was cool in person. He was chill, but he's kind of, if you've ever met somebody who is like, I would say like a firefighter, and how like firefighters tend to be, because he is a firefighter. That's what he does for like a living. And Diamond Bolt I've had in one of my videos before. People are asking if I have seen Cyber 6. I've not seen Cyber 6. Monica Godzilla. We need to find a way to put Community episode G.I. Jeff and G.I. Joe. Ship. Okay. What do I think of the new Transformers Studio series Jet Mode Shatter and Jeep Mode Bumblebee? I'm not happy that Shatter and Dropkick, that they're not making triple changers. If they're triple changers in the movie, come on, do whatever. Like, if it's a problem because of the design, you know, because Michael Bay designed robots are hard to make into triple changers, then maybe we need to stop doing Michael Bay style design Transformers so that we can get triple changers as toys. Yeah, he definitely has a firefighter vibe. Bobby was cool though. Bobby was cool. He was fun. It was cool to talk with him because he really loves the IDW comics. And like certain characters in the IDW comics, I'm like, I don't like this character. I don't like how they handled this character. I don't like how they separated Galvatron from Megatron. I don't like the origin of RC. I don't care if that was supposed to be the origin, like it can be the origin for whatever certain particular character. I just don't like that it was done with RC in particular. I don't like RC's origin in the IDW comics. I don't care for you know, certain characters and stuff like that. But and I said I was like, because like I want to see the, like, I know, I even think like the way that they handled Prowl, in my opinion, was just, I don't like how IDW handled Prowl. What would happen if IDW Comics would make the Transformers and Sonic the Krator crossover? I wouldn't see them. I couldn't see Sonic and Transformers doing a crossover. And if you're wondering who, like if I've done it, like if I know who Diamond Bolt is, yes, I know Diamond Bolt used to do a lot more Transformers stuff. And back then is when was like, you know, Diamond Bolt and I did the Dinobots video, which I'm so disappointed in the audio in that video, and there's not much that I can do to fix it. And yes, RC's origin, I'm not a fan of RC's origin. You know, I don't care if you did it for another character, but it was just specifically having to do with that particular character and how it was handled and why it was handled that way is just not my thing. You know, like I didn't care for that particular character getting treated that way. Do I have any repro labels? I have my Siege Sideswipe has repro labels or Toy Hacks labels. And of course, my Siege Megatron, which I'm in the middle of customizing. If you guys haven't seen it, some of you guys who haven't been on the stream, I've been further customizing my Siege Megatron. I added gray paint to... Oh yeah, they ruined Star Saber and Getaway. And Getaway is a villain in the IDW comics, and that was like... G1, RC's G1 Origins is that she was just another Autobot, just happened to be female. And I'm adding gray to like these part of the tank bits, so that eventually what I'm going to do, if you start seeing like the way the tank is going to end up shaping up, I'm going to end up painting like silver here, and I'm going to end up painting silver here, so that the tank mode like looks, you know, really good. And that's just like the work I'm doing on Siege Megatron now. And yeah, I like G1 RC. The way I look at it, I have her right here. Here is Takara Legends RC. And the way that I look at it is this: if you get the Thrilling 30 RC, then that is IDW RC, and this is G1 Cartoon RC. So that's how I look at it. And if you want the Headmaster, of course, it's the remold of Blur. So like this to me is is the way that RC should be, in my opinion. And always a fan of the, I've always been a fan of her character, just because I like how they treated her in particular and keeping her, you know, like caring, you know. Have I talked to Emgo or John Garringer? I have not. Um, and I've not met them, but if they were willing to talk to me, um, sure. Ectotron, the next Transformers movie car, is supposed to be the DeLorean. That would be neat if they did it Back to the Future. There is no IDWRC. There is only Zool. How's it going there, Titanius? Have I ever read Transformers Exodus? I've not read it. I've only skimmed like images of it. And I should read it because I know it's supposed to be the proper origin of the aligned continuity, because the Transformers War and Fall for Cybertron is different than it's different than the Transformers Prime. That's pretty funny. So have I heard about the company that are making the Bumblebee movie statues that are silhouette, are supposed to be Megatron first look? I've not seen it yet. Favorite voice for Optimus Prime? Peter Cullen. Like, Peter Cullen is Optimus Prime. And I'm really annoyed because I just watched the most recent episode of Cyberverse. I haven't done a Cyberverse review yet, and that's because I'm waiting for the entire season to finish. And I'm really disappointed that they have not corrected the fact that Teletran 1 or Teletran X is not Teletron. And Optimus Prime never has his freaking faceplate up in battle. Ugh. Ugh. I would say, as far as RC is concerned, I would say Prime RC is my second favorite RC. Followed by animated. Soundwave was a direct remold of G1. Yeah, like the same quirks and stuff like that. I know that they did some work on the interior with the spring for the chest, but it's pretty much the same mold, or like they've done some like mold repair. Like, my least favorite RC is definitely the IDW Comics. Like, she's mean too. Like as I read, when you read the IDW Comics, that RC is mean. Like I don't care for that RC. Like, and yes, like, Optimus should always have his faceplate. That's my personal opinion. I know some people are like, "Oh, well, I like Optimus with a mouth." I don't. And what about Cybertronic Spree RC? Funny story about Cybertronic Spree RC. She first of all, when I met her the first time, we were, she was drinking some beers, and she had 2 beers in her hands and she was drinking them both. I said, "You're double fisting it, aren't?" She goes, "Always." Always. And I thought that was funny. And the second time I met the Spree was RetroCon again this year for the second time. And she could say she's a forceful female Autobot, and they were cool. And I was acting like an idiot. And then the next morning I wake up in the hotel, and you can see I saw who the Cybertronic Spree were out of the costumes. So I might have made them a little bit mad at me. you know um You know, so you know, if the Cybertronic Spree are watching my stream now, I personally apologize if I um made um made you mad. Used to do John Bailey used to do so much. I haven't heard anything from him a long time because I think he's doing a lot of professional stuff now. And I give him a lot of credit for that. Is Sunstreaker going to be in Earthrise? I hope so. I hope so. Headcanon Optimus constantly having a faceplate is due to the damage done to him by Megatron, meaning he can't remove it. Yes. So I like... This is Optimus Prime. He talks with a faceplate all the time. I am Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots. Like, that is supposed to be Optimus Prime. Yes, RC is a woman. How massive was that HasLab Unicron at New York Comic Con? Dude, it was huge. It was huge. If you guys saw my live stream, I was in front. I had the live stream where I was in front of it. And at New York Comic Con, it was huge. It was awesome. Can I do a discussion on the weapons through the years? Well, I kind of did some stuff about his, like, I did one on his trailer. I did one on his, I did one, obviously on God Jinrai now. He sounds a little bit like John Wayne. Well, think about it. It's supposed to be like the hero. I want Bumblebee as a Volkswagen Beetle in Earthrise. That would be neat. That would be really neat. Do I have as a leader? Huh? Yeah, Eliza Henry. That's funny. They might the Naruto run. Can I do a Sunstreaker retrospective? Yes. Yes, I can do a Sunstreaker retrospective. I would like to do a Sunstreaker retrospective sometime in the future. What is Cyber 6? I don't know what Cyber 6 is. In my opinions, following Frank Welker and Peter Cullen best fit. As far as Megatron, I think David K is good as a number 2. And that's just as Beast Wars Megatron. As far as, like, covering a G1 Megatron, that's hard. Because, like, Frank Welker's it for me. Only famous person you've met is Weird Al Yankovic. That's awesome. That's awesome. I met him in a swamp down in Dagobah where it bubbles all the time like a giant carbonated soda. Do I watch The Office? I've seen the first, like, 5 or 6 episodes of The Office. And I just need to, like, sit down and watch it because, like, I cringe at Steve Carell's character. Like, he does, like, some really crazy things. Have I met Rodimus Primal? I don't know. I don't know if I met him. He's also Ray from the Ghostbusters from the real Ghostbusters. David K was awesome. Larry Kenny was awesome. Hacksaw Jim Duggan was awesome. The guy who does G1 Redone Megatron is good. I'll have to, like, listen to that. Feel sorry for Blur fans. Yes, we know. I should do a Blur video. Best Chris Latta Starscream. I don't want to scratch. Do I think the next Transformers movie will be a prequel since it's entirely animated? I think they might, like, try to, like, hone in on what made Transformers good in the first place. And they might just, like, do a good straight reboot. Can I do a retrospective of Overlord? Well, now that I've done God Jinrai, maybe. Maybe I should do Scorponok too. And maybe Fortress Maximus and Headmasters. Still fiddling with RC. I heard we're getting. I have heard that we are getting a commander class. Commander class Skylink. So that would be really cool. What do I think of McFeely? He does good basics videos. He doesn't seem to answer a lot of people, comment wise, from what I can tell. But, I know a lot of times people compare me to him, but, he and I do similar but different videos. And sometimes we might have some stuff that might overlap. Be cool. I like the way I look at it is any other Transformers, YouTuber that's out there and making a lot of cool stuff is cool with me, and you can always talk Transformers anytime, doesn't matter who. Could I do a Red Alert retrospective? That'd be kind of tough. I could do one. Maybe I might want to do one on the season 2 Autobots or season 2 characters. Sunstreaker is a character that needs to be returned to screen. Yes. I want to see what the Quintesson looks like as well. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen my recent shirt designs. My t-shirt designs. I did, on my, I can show you here. I have this, I got the Kickin' It Old School t-shirt with, Blaster and Bumblebee, and I also have one with if you guys have ever seen the movie Happy Gilmore, in Happy Gilmore there is the one scene with the guy who was Jaws in James Bond was in that movie. And so I did a Megatron video with that line that I used in the Megatron gun video. Guns don't kill people, Megatron kills people. I made a t-shirt out of that. Hasbro, stop killing Cliffjumper. Yes, stop killing Cliffjumper. What happened to Spike? I don't know. Just the ones that I've met were there. Like, they had Soundwave was there last time. And, what's his name? Do I have any Victory toys? I don't. Victory toys would be like very difficult for me to get my hands on because they're very expensive. Very, very, very expensive. If I want to spend money on just Metal Hawk, which is Master Force, is like $600, and I think it's like $800 for like Star Saber or Deathsaurus. So I wouldn't mind seeing Tidal Wave or Deathsaurus or Star Saber for Commander class. That would be cool. Getting your Siege Astro Train later today, that's awesome. I wouldn't mind getting a You're gonna buy that Megatron shirt? You just go on my Teespring store. Yeah, that's the link to the Teespring store with the Kickin' It Old School is on the chat right now. They killed Cliffjumper. All right, so I've been chatting with you guys for a while. I'm gonna end the stream at this point. But it's been real fun. It has been great talking with you guys. And I'm sorry if I'm going to say this to anybody who, if I don't see your comment, like for whatever reason, it's never because I'm not trying to read your comment. It's because the stream is going and I'll read what I can. And I appreciate the time you guys spend chatting with me, talking with me, and you know, talking geek stuff, talking Transformers stuff. I got new stuff coming down the pipeline. You know, subscribe to my second channel, of course, is Rodimus Primal Talks. Check out, you know, smash that like button. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Cliff Jumper died after Casey Kasem did. Asked your sister for the same Siege Seekers. She'll need some. I think the only Siege Seekers that I actually do want are the Rainmakers, because I want the Earthrise ones. But yeah, it's been, you know, absolute blast talking with you guys tonight, and I appreciate all the support you guys give me. You know, of course, you guys can join me on channel memberships. You can, you know, help me on Patreon, and you guys have a good night. Till all are one.